On behalf of Sioux Falls Christian Schools, I personally want to welcome everyone back for the 2016-17 school year. I know I speak for everyone here at Sioux Falls Christian that we've been busy making plans for the upcoming school year. We're excited for the new year, and with the new year comes information for new and returning families to be aware of. As a school, we're considering ways to communicate with their families that might be different than how we've communicated in the past. This video serves two purposes. One, to provide information to new and returning families that will help them have a great start to the new school year, and two, to provide practical information to new families that will help them and their children prepare for the upcoming school year. The first piece of information we would like to communicate with all families, new and returning, are the protocols we would like you to follow as you drop off your children in the morning and pick them up in the evening. Because the City of Sioux Falls currently only provides one access and entry point to our campus, it is important that we follow these protocols on a daily basis so traffic flows as smoothly as possible. Supervised drop-off for the elementary students begins at 7:40 on the elementary playground. Elementary students in the building or on the playground before 7:40 will be sent to Kids Corner until they are sent outside for supervised drop-off. This is for their safety. Now we're going to head outside to give you a good visual of the traffic patterns. First is the non-example. The non-example, you can see that the cars are not pulling ahead fully. There's a lot of spaces in between the cars, and the width that we have is not being used properly. This slows down the traffic and doesn't allow us to use the space that we have. Now we're going to show you an example of the proper way to drop off your children in the morning. You can see in this example that cars are pulling ahead. They're pulling ahead as far as they can go, and we're utilizing the entire space. You can see how many cars we can fit in this space, and you can see how that allows traffic to move much more efficiently, allowing everyone to get to work on time. Next, we're going to talk about three options that you have when you drop off your child in the morning. You have three options. You can use the express lane. That's the lane that you just saw in the video. If you need to walk your child to the playground or spend a little time with them, talking to them about their day or reminding them of some things, you can drop them off in the parking lot and walk them to the playground. You can also utilize the fire lane. The fire lane is utilized for families that might need to quickly explain something, drop their child off, and then be on their way. So you have three options: the express lane, the fire lane, and the parking lot. You might be wondering about the procedures after school. Basically, the same expectations apply. Pull ahead so the car behind you can utilize the space provided for them. That will allow after-school traffic to move efficiently. The next portion of the video is primarily for new families. Returning families are welcome to follow along. However, you will be aware of most of the information presented in the next few minutes. Our mission statement is, as God's Word is our foundation, Sioux Falls Christian Schools will provide a Christ-centered, excellent education, partnering with the church and home to equip students for service to Him. Basically, what that means to us as a school is that we are teaching young people to understand what God's story is and how they can live in that story by using what they learn about Him and His world to serve Him. With that mission statement comes procedures and expectations that allow us as a school to really focus on that mission well. So the next part of this video are just some basics that you can discuss with your child or your children that will help them prepare for the school year and for the first week of school. The first thing I want to discuss with you is a daily schedule. Kids Corner opens at 6:30, and that's open until the school day begins. You can utilize that at any time between the window of 6:30 and 8 o'clock. If you need somewhere for your child to be, Kids Corner is a great place for them. 7:40 to 8 o'clock is supervised drop-off on the playground. That's when all the kids go outside and have a short recess before the day begins. And that's also the time when you can drop off your child so they can access the playground. At 8 o'clock, the bell rings and the students will enter the building. From 8 o'clock to 8:05, we will continue to be out there to supervise the playground for any late arrivals. At 3:05, our day ends. There will be supervised pickup on the playground as well. If you have a student that is a sibling with a middle school or high school student, they can be picked up in the elementary lunchroom. They'll be supervised until you come get them or until their middle school or high school sibling comes and picks them up. Here are a few first day reminders. This is for your first day of school, so you know what to expect. The first day is an exciting day. We hope you join us on the playground. We hope you join us for chapel. But we want to make you aware of what to expect the morning of the first day of school. You want to look for your child's teacher and grade level sign, as well as the number of line they're going to line up on the night of the open house. Your teacher will give you and your child that number on open house night. There'll be many families on the playground that morning celebrating the first day. Feel free to hang around till the bell rings, and also feel free to go get a cup of coffee and join us for chapel at 9:30. I also want to talk to you about school safety. All the doors are locked during the school day. If you come during the school day, please just ring the bell and our office staff will let you in. If for some reason your child has to be picked up by someone other than you, please call the school office before the school day ends, and we will let the child's teacher know who we can expect your child to be picked up by. A hot topic in today's school culture is bullying. At Sioux Falls Christian Schools, we don't tolerate bullying. It doesn't align with our mission, and we take it very seriously. Sometimes parents ask me, is bullying a problem at Sioux Falls Christian? It's not a problem. Does it happen? It does. Our kids make mistakes, and there are some times we have to address bullying behavior. One important distinction is determining what bullying behavior is and what bullying behavior isn't. Kids have disagreements sometimes. That doesn't necessarily mean that one child is bullying another. That could just mean they're not agreeing and they get into an argument. At the school level, we can easily handle that problem. However, sometimes kids do bully one another. Bullying is defined as one party exerting power over another. And that is something we take very seriously. If you sense your child is being bullied, let your child's teacher know right away. And we will investigate that, and we will handle that in an appropriate way so that does not continue. Communication is the key. The sooner we know about it, the sooner we can handle it, and you can be confident that we'll address it in a timely fashion. In the age of social media, our kids have technology at their fingertips. Some of our kids will want to sign up for social media accounts. As a parent, you need to be aware of the Child Internet Protection Act. It states that students under the age of 13, that's 6th and 7th grade, cannot sign up for any social media site. This is the law. As a parent, we ask you to adhere to this. Please don't let your child sign up for social media sites at the elementary level. They're not developmentally ready to handle that, and it just helps us to avoid any cyberbullying that they might be tempted to take part in. Our kids are going to make mistakes, and we will use these opportunities to disciple them and restore relationships that might have been damaged. Our framework for discipline is obedience. Our goal in every disciplinary situation is to teach your child to be obedient to God. The social progress of your child is extremely important to us. We want them to make friends. We want them to have meaningful and lasting relationships here at Sioux Falls Christian. We'll keep a close eye on our new students to make sure that they are progressing socially. If for some reason that you feel like your child isn't making friends or or the social part of school isn't going like you hoped, please let me, Kim Van Hall, or your child's teacher know. We'll try to take action that will put them in a good position to make healthy friendships that will last for a lifetime. Lastly, I want to discuss with you school-parent communication. We take pride in communicating with your family effectively and frequently. Please contact your child's teacher if you have questions or concerns, and from there, if you feel the concern isn't resolved, don't hesitate to contact me. We look forward to serving you and getting to know your family better as the year progresses. Welcome to the Sioux Falls Christian Schools family.